Warm, warm greetings to all of you. Today is the Bhagavad Gita day, the day 5,000 years ago. The Bhagavad Gita was delivered in the battlefield of Kurukshetra by Lord Krishna to the warrior Arjuna. So I would like you to close your eyes for a couple of minutes to meditate on the context of Bhagavad Gita, the setting. The Bhagavad Gita has got a certain setting. The setting itself conveys a lot of meaning. So let us meditate on the setting, the background of Bhagavad Gita. With your eyes closed, your attention between the eyebrows. Between the eyebrows, the prefrontal cortex is a seat of wisdom and insight. So we invoke that center to fully understand the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. Though the Bhagavad Gita was delivered 5,000 years ago in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, the message of Gita is still relevant. In fact, the significance of Gita is much more relevant today when we are facing one of the greatest crises of humankind, the pandemic, the threat of nuclear war, violence of all sorts, inequality, environmental degradation, health challenges, meaninglessness, purposelessness. When we face these challenges, the message of Bhagavad Gita becomes more important and significant and relevant. And the setting of Bhagavad Gita, where it was delivered, is very important to know. Here is the blind king Dhritarashtra, seated on his throne in his royal palace, and his blindfolded wife, Gandhari, standing beside him. And his wise minister, counselor, Sanjaya, seated in front of them. That is one scenery. The blind king anxiously asking questions about the progress of the war. Which will seal the destiny of his unseeing son, the arrogant Duryodhana. Just as Dhritarashtra, we all are anxious to know what will happen. What we know about us is disease, death, loneliness. Is there anything beyond this? Is there anything beyond death and destruction, disease and loneliness? Or is this all for us in our destiny? This was the question of the blind king. And we all share the blindness of Dhritarashtra. Either we are blind or we are blindfolded. Though we are living in the lap of luxury and comfort, we are living in eternal fear, anxiety, and tension. Sleepless, hapless nights. Helplessly worrying about the future and our destiny. And on the other hand, the battlefield of Kurukshetra. The armies are standing in their war formations, facing each other eyeball to eyeball. Ready to kill each other. Though they are cousins and brothers and sisters. For a piece of land and honor of a woman. And the arrogant and the unseeing Duryodhana, surveying the army formation and feeling proud about his might. And the old Bhishma, Duryodhana's commander of the army, taking the conch and sounding the war bugle. And then comes a white chariot speeding up into the middle of the formations. A white chariot drawn by white horses. And seated in the chariot is a fully armed Arjuna. And the resplendent Krishna holding the reins of the horses. And the battle is about to begin. And then we see the anticlimax. That the warrior Arjuna become a warrior and collapses at the feet of Krishna. The mighty armed Arjuna surrenders and collapses at the feet of unarmed Krishna. Krishna has no weapon. Arjuna is fully armed. He falls at the feet of Krishna. This is the scene setting of Bhagavad Gita. So we contemplate on this setting. And you can place yourself, identify with any of these characters. In fact, you contain within yourself all these characters. The blind Dhritarashtra, the blindfolded Gandhari, the wise counselor Sanjaya, the arrogant and unseeing Duryodhana, the confused but well-armed Arjuna, the calm, smiling, unarmed Krishna, or the old Bhishma, with a conflicted mind. You can identify with any of these characters, or you can symbolize all these characters in your personhood. Om Parthaya Pradibodhidam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gradidam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaidamrita Varshinim Bhagavadi Ashtadashadhyayini Ambatva Manusandadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadveshmi. It is in this setting that Bhagavad Gita incarnated. The mother Bhagavad Gita. As a messenger of hope. Bhagavad Gita is the message of hope. That beyond this darkness and death and destruction, there is a land of beauty, light and fragrance and bliss. That is the message of Bhagavad Gita. This dark, dreary, long night will come to an end. Then you will be delivered into the land of beauty, bliss. That is the promise of Bhagavad Gita. The song of the Lord. Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre Samaveda Mamagaha Pandavaschaiva Kimakurvata Sanjaya. The blind king asking Sanjaya, what is happening in the battlefield of Bhagavad Gita? And our minds are a veritable battlefield. We have to make choices. And choice making is a battle. Our life unfolds in terms of the choices we make. Those choices makes our life, our destiny. So not only we battle outside for survival, we also battle inside for making the right choices. So we see Arjuna collapsing at the battlefield, on the bed of the chariot, holding on to the lotus feet of Krishna, washing his feet with his tears of suffering and confusion. This is the setting, the context of Bhagavad Gita. And Bhagavan Krishna, serene and calm and quiet, with a smiling, beatific face, talks to Arjuna. And this conversation is Bhagavad Gita. The tired and confused and puzzled human beings, and the calm and the quiet and the serene and blissful Bhagavan Krishna. Their conversation. A life-transforming conversation. And at the end of this conversation, Arjuna wakes up with a renewed energy, enthusiasm, determination, great clarity, and confidence, declaring that I am ready to engage in the battle of life. Now it is no more a war, it is a game, a play. This transformation, this possibility of human beings, from confusion to confidence, from violence to non-violence, from hate to love, is the message of Bhagavad Gita. The battlefield of Bhagavad Gita is the prefrontal cortex. The Kurukshetra is within you. All these characters are within you. The prefrontal cortex, your limbic system, your reptilian brain, All these characters are clamoring and clashing within you. Lord Krishna also is within you. The smiling Krishna, the singing and dancing Krishna, the blissful Krishna, the blue boy. Duryodhana is within you. Your reptilian brain represents Duryodhana. Bhishma, Drona, Dhritarashtra, all are within you, in your limbic system. And Arjuna, your confused person that you are, fully armed and equipped, but utterly confused regarding what to do. Nachayadadvitnah kadaranno gariya yadva jayema yadivano jayeyu yane vahatva nadjichi vishamaha te avastida pramukhe thatarashtra. I am confused. Should I fight or should I withdraw? All these characters are within. And the Krishna in you says, Udhare yadatmanatmanam. Lift yourself by your own bootstraps. Take back your agency which you lost. Be responsible. You have the power to lift yourself. Go deep into yourself. Ashochyananushojastu. Prajnavadamscha bhashase. Yadasu nakatasumschana anishojanti patita. Stop grieving and start living. Look deep into yourself. There is a wellspring of spirit. Go deep into yourself. By a process of detached engagement, mindfulness, alertness, watchfulness. When you watch while you are engaged, in reflective activity, you are able to go deep into yourself, beyond the body, beyond the mind, beyond your thoughts, beyond your feelings, beyond your memories, beyond your knowledge and ignorance, is the land of wisdom, light, and love. Your roots, your true home, where there is no death or destruction, disease or deceit or confusion. Na jayate mriyate va kadachit. Nayam bhutva bhavida na bhuya. Ajo nitya shashvadoyam purana. Nahanyade hanyamane shari. Acche dyoha madahyoyam. Akle dyoyam. There is a level, deep level in you, where no destruction, death is possible. Own up. This is the treasure that you have. Own it up. Dig deep into that level. When you're tired and confused, take a break and dig deep into that level. Then you become a sthita prajna, a person of steady wisdom, well rooted. So Bhagavad Gita gives us this message that we are the problem and we are the solution. That the happiness that we seek is within ourselves. The security we seek is within ourselves. The love we seek is within ourselves. These are values which cannot be gained or harvested. These are values which has to be shared, which has to be given, not taken. When you give these values, share these values, you have it. Prajahadi yada kama. Then you are able to use your body, mind, ego complex as a vehicle to express your infinite potential. When you're totally desireless, all your desires are fulfilled. When you die to the body, then you become deathless. Krishna gives Arjuna a new way of looking at himself and the world and his relationships. Not with the eye of fear, but with the eye of fearlessness. Krishna gives Arjuna the master key of life. Krishna gives Arjuna the confidence to face life and convert problems into challenges and opportunities. And finally, Krishna told Arjuna, Yathechasi tatha kuru. Follow your inner bliss. Trust yourself. You can. Yathechasi tatha kuru. Follow your inner light. And the message of Bhagavad Gita is a message of non-violence. Non-violent way of solving problems. At the end of the Gita teaching, Arjuna picks up the weapons, the bow and arrow. Nashto moha smrudirlabdha tat prasadad mayachada stidosmi gata sandeha karishye vajanam. Now I am ready to engage. So from despondency and despair, Arjuna became confident and spontaneously active. He surrenders totally at the feet of Krishna. Sarvadharman parityajya mamegam sharanam. Arjuna was no more in conflict. Arjuna finds his swing and his flow. He experienced the whole universe flowing through him. He is no more an isolated island. He is plugged into the universe and its intelligence. This is the message of Bhagavad Gita. Plug and play. Detach and engage. Renounce and rejoice. Follow your bliss. Give rather than receive. By giving, you receive. By sharing, you flourish. What is important is not what you have. What is important is what you are. Keep moving. Chare vedi chare. And in this movement, in this journey, is not to reach anywhere because you are everywhere. Karmanye vadhikaraste ma bhaleshu kadacha. Keep moving. That is the message of Bhagavad Gita. Success and failure is not a problem. It's part of the game. Sukha dukkhe same kritva labha labho jaya jaya tado yuddhaya yujjasva. Engage in the world regardless of your success and failures. What's important is engagement. Detached engagement. Yatra yogeshwara krishnaha yatra partho dhanurdhara tatra shrir vijayo bhudhi dhruva nidir madir. The wisdom of Krishna and the energy of Arjuna together creates prosperity, peace, happiness, and human flourish. Oh, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti. Now open your eyes. That's Bhagavad Gita. But Krishna taught in the battlefield of Kurukshetra 5,000 years ago. And we have seen the relevance of Gita even after 5,000 years. Because human problems are the same. The same violence, same anger, same lust, same greed, same anxiety, same tension, same unhappiness. Of course, we have more comforts, air-conditioned rooms and piped music and servants, and our fridges are full with food. Everything is there. In the midst of plenty, we are suffering. Dukkam, dukkam, sarvatra. One or I more is. It need not be like that. And it should not be like that. That should be our resolve. So your resolve is to, I would say, to put it simply, today onwards, I am going to smile. Because Krishna began the teaching with a smile. Prahasanneva Bharata. And that's the master key to problem solving. When everybody is shouting and screaming and yelling and fretting and fuming around you, you just keep smiling. That's the solution. And then Krishna says, your own Atman will bring solutions. You don't have to read books and all that. Your own, the solutions are there to human problems. Your own Atman will offer a solution. So that confidence is very, very important, which is called trusting yourself. So that's the message of Bhagavad Gita. You know, the 11th sloka, the second chapter, is a central message. Ashauchanannashojastam. You are grieving unnecessarily. There's no need for that. Prajnavadamsta bhashate. And you are giving explanation for your suffering. That is the pity of that. Not only you are suffering, you are giving explanation, the reasons. I am suffering because of this, A, B, C, like that. You are giving reasons. You are intellectualizing. Nobody can help you. So you not only you are suffering, you are giving reasons and make others suffer also. Isn't it? Others also suffer. But please don't do this. Give up this game, he says. And be serious. Which is the message of Bhagavad Gita. So that's what I said, Bhagavad Gita is a message of hope. There are 700 slokas in Bhagavad Gita. And you don't have to read all the slokas, not necessary. Even one sloka is enough. 700 slokas. And Bhagavan is explaining things in many ways. Many ways. Many approaches. He talks about bhakti, he talks about knowledge, he talks about meditation, he talks about yoga. All these methods are employed and making you just smile. That's all what Bhagavan is doing. That's all what he's doing. Because once you break into a smile, then problems are solved. And there's no more problem. And when I say this, you look grim. I don't know why. There's nothing to be grim. This is all. Why is it that simple? Is it that simple? Yes. Because the core of complexity is simplicity. It is that simple. My God, I have I never knew about this, that it's so simple. It's so simple, friends. That's what Bhagavad Gita says, the song of the Lord. So this was delivered 5,000 years ago. We are celebrating every year. Every year, at least once in a day, that particular day, they are celebrating. I had been to that place. Some of you might have been to that place. Kurukshetra, there is still the tank, still the people tree. Everything is there. So this is a historical place, Kurukshetra. And it is a psychological space also, your mind. It's a consciousness space also, your spirit. It has got different meaning for the Kurukshetra. So that's the message of Bhagavad Gita. I hope you could meditate on the message of Bhagavad Gita. Thank you very much and wish you all the best. Now we are at the end of the year, and may you have a wonderful year-end vacation with your family, with your children, grandchildren, and in-laws, outlaws, and be happy. That's the message. Thank you once again.